Wait, I have another question. Is everyone here for the day?
Yeah. Who's here for the day? Who's not here for the day? Who's leaving at 1 o'clock? Whose kid missed the bus? Whose kid had a seizure? My girl ain't here. Is everybody good?
What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. You've got to be very leery about co-workers that talk like this while you're in the room in front of the boss. Always be leery of someone snitching on you in the jest of a joke. Parks, you're not slick, brother. You're not slick. And I know why you did this. We clipped it up already. Go back and watch that video. Remember when Joe called Parks out for being late? Letting Parks know that he's been slipping, and the face that Parks made, this is his get back. He's not going to shoot at Joe. He loves Joe. He loves his job. He loves where his life is currently. But he absolutely is going to shoot at everyone else going forward. Be leery of the co-workers that treat you like this. Is everybody going to stay here? Y'all aren't leaving mid-pod, are y'all? Nigga, we know we left mid-pod, last pod, because we're the ones who did it. What are you trying to do here, Parks? Like I said, Parks is trying to get back at everybody else because Joe's now starting to see the things that Parks does. Parks has always been late. You can go back to the initial BTS episodes and see when Parks walks in. When they did the timer, he was the third person that walked in, but it was still after 10:30. And then in later episodes, he's walking in while they have already recorded 20 minutes of footage. And then, don't get me started, because I'm a smoker myself. Don't get me started on how many smoke breaks Parks has to take. See how nasty that is, Parks? That's what you're doing to your co-workers. Guys, now I have to speak from the perspective of a fan. He's right. He's right. What the hell is going on? Why do y'all feel like y'all could just walk out of the middle of an episode when Joe wasn't here and y'all felt that y'all were done or other people had to leave? Y'all had something planned afterwards. Y'all just had a shorter episode. Y'all weren't leaving in the middle of the production. Now y'all niggas is leaving. That would be like if I was watching the news and one of the main anchors on set just walked away mid-broadcast. That's literally what this looks like. And for whatever reason, y'all think this shit is games and jokes. This pulls into why family and business don't mix. And of course there are exceptions, so let me not say don't, like never ever. But in most instances, this is what happens. I was thinking about something earlier today. My brother had asked me, why you've never made fun of me? Why have you never made fun of me? I make fun of you just when we're friends. That's what you do. You make fun of people. I was like, bro, if I say you're my friend, especially my best friend, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you're happy and that I can express my love and gratitude towards you. Why do friends feel that because they're close now, they can get all their negative shit off? That's always struck a chord with me. Why do you feel like because we're close, you could speak this way towards me? But instead of words in this instance, it's actions. If y'all are as close to Joe as y'all claim y'all are, why aren't y'all showing gratitude and love to establish the reasoning for why y'all are as close as y'all are, as opposed to fuck Joe? Because that's what it shows to me. If I'm recording and we get paid to record because the audience loves what we put out, why the fuck would you leave in the middle of it? What are you showing your audience and what are you showing me, the person that employs you? And I'm supposedly one of your best friends, godparent type shit. And y'all just gonna walk off in the middle of the set. Y'all are gonna, I have to use the restroom in the middle of the set. I'd understand if you needed bathroom breaks. Those happen. That's what the edits are for. But I can't edit you going to the bathroom if you're going to the bathroom mid-conversation, especially in one of the biggest topics on our show today. They do it often. Ish does it all the time. Ever since he tore his ACL, Ish has been walking off, going to the bathroom mid-conversation. Flip walks off, goes in the kitchen mid-conversation, talks off of the damn microphone, mid-conversation. But I can't get too mad at Flip for doing that because Joe does it too when he leaves the set. Corey is constantly speaking to the cast like, nigga, you don't have a mic. Melissa even said that shit. Melissa said that to Corey so much, it makes me think, what else was Corey saying to her off cam that got edited out? Anyway, man, they're treating this production like it's not a production, like they're just kicking it at their friend's house, which would be cool. We would actually want to see that more so than what we're seeing now, because y'all treating it like y'all are just kicking it at a friend's house isn't in a positive light. Y'all are disrespecting what's going on. So I thought it was dope that it got called out. I just hate the person who called them out on it, because Parks is trying to get his get back for getting called out 2 weeks ago. And then if I'm one of those co-hosts, fuck the laughs. I'm not I don't laugh at shit like this. I don't. I can't laugh at someone throwing me under the bus, especially when Joe is in the mode that he's in right now. And of course, it's just us as fans speculating, because Melissa hasn't said why she's gone. Joe hasn't said why she's gone. Nobody else up there either. She could be doing movies for all we know. But gotta call a spade, man. We gotta start calling spades. It is what it is. But let's get back to Parks for a second. Parks has been snarky, more snide, more aggressive in his tone, more assertive, I'll say, not aggressive, but more assertive in his tone, more than usual. What has gotten in Parks' britches for him to be taking shots at everyone, including Joe? Yes, he's still a yes man, but it hasn't been as much as it used to be in the past. He is firing at Joe. He's leading conversations. There's a rift going on between Joe and Parks, and it may not be something major, but they're doing subtle things that they never used to do to each other. Joe is openly cutting Parks off. When Parks was having that quote-unquote intervention with Flip, Joe shut that shit down. I don't want to hear this shit. Parks, you know better. That's how Joe was looking at him too, through them sunglasses. That's why he wore them. Parks, you know how I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking. I don't know why you're trying to continue this conversation. No. And then, once again, Parks is shooting at Joe. He's letting him know, I'm not going to shut the fuck up. It takes me back to when, I don't know if y'all remember this, but when Joe was telling somebody to eat their dick, or eat his dick, suck his dick, he said it aggressive as hell. And he was talking to Parks when he said it, and Parks was like, whom? Like, who the fuck are you speaking to? They might get to that point again. God damn, I gotta find that clip, because that was hilarious. I've never seen Parks. Well, I'll take that back. The Parks that I'm seeing now is the Parks that I saw then. It's just nobody's coming at Parks belligerently like Joe did. And I'm not saying Joe said it directly to Parks, but he was saying something to Parks when he said it. He might have been addressing who he was talking about, but he was speaking to Parks. That's why Parks was like, who the fuck are you talking to? Whom? Put his foot down on that one. But we got to pay attention to the dynamic between Parks and Joe, because one thing they said, Mark slipped, and it lets me know, oh shit, there really might be tension. Something might be going on. Tanner does all his work remote. I'm not saying he's never been there, but he was there last pod. Mark said, this is the first time I meet dude, or I have met dude. I've never seen this nigga. I thought he was fake. Why did Tanner show up? What's going on there? But anyway, y'all know what it is. I'm just speculating. Had to get these thoughts off. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know how we rocking. You already know what it is going over here. We're just going to keep turning up. I appreciate all the support y'all been showing to these other videos, man. I shouldn't be getting any viewership. So the fact that I'm getting whatever viewership I'm getting on it, and y'all are commenting and engaging with it, man, that makes me proud. I'm going to keep rocking. I was going to take a break today, but got my own goals set. Can't give up just because I'm tired. Yard kicked my ass, and then I started getting rained on in the middle of my yard. There's nothing worse than getting rained on when you out there doing manual labor of any sort. So that shit, that's why I sound pissed off, because I am. But I'll see y'all a little later today, man. Peace.